Indiana falling at home 92-80 the other night. Only the third playoff loss at home under Larry Brown. Let's check the lineups now for the Atlanta Hawks and the Pacers. Grant Long, Dale Davis, Stacey Augmon, Derek McKee, Leitner and Smits in the middle, Blaylock and Jackson in the backcourt, along with Steve Smith and Ricky Pierce. And let's check in with Craig Sager.
Well, Thursday's painful loss was vividly displayed in the facial expressions of Rick Smits, whose aching feet were killing him. But moments before tonight's game, in the training room, lo and behold, the measuring and crafting skills of this Dutch cobbler went to work. A smile came to his face and comfort to his feet. The style and selection are no longer available in this ever-changing shoe wars, but Smits went to the garage, found an old pair of size 18 Reeboks from several years ago, made a few alterations, and says he's ready to put his best foot forward. The Dutch have been renowned cobblers for decades, Vern. I guess Rick Smits fits right in.
Okay, Craig. Well, last night in Chicago, it was the Black Sox, not the shoes. Tonight for Rick Smits with the sore feet, it might be the shoes.
Well, he was scrubbing them. I asked him if he had been mowing the lawn in them because I saw some grass stains on the bottoms of them there. He said he spent a lot of time cleaning them off as well.
That 7'4" advantage over the 6'11" Leitner was negated because of his sore feet in game one. Here's Smits with the opening dip into the hands of Ricky Pierce. Ricky Pierce with 13 points in the starting role in game one here. Mark Jackson guarded by Mookie Blaylock. Smits comes outside. Grant Long picks him up. Here's Dale Davis in and out with a turnaround jumper, and Stacey Augmon clears the board.
Well, that's a good sign. Dale Davis only one basket in game one. They want to establish some inside play, and Rick Smits is a much better perimeter player than is Dale Davis, so we might see them trying to get Dale some easy baskets in the low post.
Leitner on the perimeter now, and the interior pass saved by McKee. Here comes Indiana. Jackson will slow it down. Grant Long picks up Dale Davis. Here's Ricky Pierce guarded by Steve Smith. Smits, turnaround jumper is good.
They're going to have to decide what they're going to do. Rick Smits, just in his countenance tonight, Vern, you can see that he has a lot more energy. I think those shoes could make a big difference.
Those are literally big shoes to fill. Bounce pass right baseline. Here's Blaylock, shot clock at 5. Nice dish, but Stacey Augmon not ready for the pass. Turnover, Atlanta. Pacers led at the end of one in game one, 27-21. They were dormant in the second and fourth quarters. Dale Davis after Smits misses, and backcourt foul called. Dale Davis.
Well, Vern, we can see right down, Rick Smits is doing a great job of getting himself really good position on the box. Much bigger than Christian Leitner. Christian can't stop that jump hook. He shoots it before the double team can get there.
Here's Blaylock, picked up by Mark Jackson. Grant Long, who had an excellent game in game one. 13 points, 14 rebounds. Steve Smith, who had 27, misses his first shot tonight. Tough shot. Here's Jackson running. He does not have numbers. Pulls up, takes the jumper.
Well, the crowd's into the game already. That's very important for the Indiana Pacers to keep this crowd in the game. One of the loudest crowds in the NBA.
Saw Reggie Miller out of uniform in his suit. Will be out for at least 3 more weeks, possibly 2 months, he said the other night. Eye surgery after a blown orbit, eye socket. Suffered April 13th, if you didn't know. Another miss. And a foul on Stacey Augmon underneath. The officiating crew tonight, by the way, is Ed T. Rush, Joe DeRosa, and Ron Gerritsen.
And I told Ronnie before the game, quit beating up those players. He's the one that was involved in the Nick Van Exel incident. And, looks like he's been lifting weights.
Mark Jackson. 9:29 to go first quarter. And again, Smits down low, the double from Blaylock.
That double team's not going to affect him, Vern, if he just shoots the ball quick, one dribble with the fadeaway shot over Leitner.
You're right, Danny. His whole demeanor is different tonight.
Yeah, he just doesn't look like he's in as much pain. Either that or he's desperate for a win after their poor performance last game.
Steve Smith misses his second shot. Leitner fights for the rebound and puts it off the glass and in.
Smith did a good job of keeping that ball alive. Leitner was the beneficiary in the right place at the right time.
Jackson comes across the timeline, puts it in the hands of Ricky Pierce. Starting in the spot occupied by Reggie Miller. Here's McKee for three.
They're doing it all right now. You can see the energy level so much better. Rick Smith's doing a good job. The first two possessions recognized the double team wasn't coming. That time saw the double team coming, find the open man.
Derek McKee hit 25% from three-point range, and he didn't shoot that many in the regular season. It's a 7-point Indiana lead. Pierce guarded by Smith. Here's Smits. Leitner knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball.
Good D by Christian Leitner. Right here, they decide to double team. He's got two guys he can pass it to, Derek McKee and Vern. They've got to have some perimeter shooting. They've got to make Atlanta at least think about doubling down and not celebrate whenever they throw the ball away out of the double team.
Mookie Blaylock with a dead ball foul. Ricky Pierce.
Ricky Pierce at the line for your Pacers.
Ricky Pierce very good at drawing those fouls, Vern, using his body, doing a good acting job to get the officials to blow the whistle.
Ricky ended the regular season with a string of 24 consecutive free throws, made 2 before he finally missed 1 the other night. So he had 26 in succession.
He's a scorer, Vern. It'll be interesting to see if Larry Brown plays him 33 minutes. He's a streaky scorer, not a great defender, 36 years old, only been playing 18 minutes a game. I think we'll see him play around the 25-minute mark tonight.
Now, he was at 33 minutes in the first game, and it seemed to tell in the fourth quarter.
I think he can probably put up the same numbers in fewer minutes as well.
Grant Long off the glass after a nice feed from Christian Leitner, and it's 11-4.
Well, that's the beauty of having a center like Christian Leitner. He can really pass, he can shoot that perimeter shot. Excellent post feed. I don't think Andrew Lang could make that pass in their half-court offense.
Andrew Lang now in Minnesota, of course. He and Spud Webb traded on February 22nd for Sean Rooks and Leitner. Underneath Smits. Dale Davis, Mark Jackson, Rick Smits.
Yeah, almost a great defensive play by Mookie. Just lost his balance when Dale Davis dived to his feet. Mookie's always around the ball. That's why he's so adept at making that steal out of the low post.
And a quick early 9-point lead, which is more than any number by which they led in game 1. 22nd timeout. Oh, now I think Larry Brown wants a full timeout. Here's the steal and the feed. The stuff from Rick Smits. He played season 4, and he's missed a total of 19 games, but even when playing, he's been hampered by the injury. Here's Smits, triple team. Ogden comes to help. Blaylock flies to Jackson, air ball. And Steve Smith grabs it for Atlanta. They trail by 9, 13-4.
Well, I think that's where Rick really has to shoot that. He can get that shot over Christian. Even though the double team was coming, he still had the fadeaway.
Here's Jackson on the long rebound. 3-on-3. Left wing, Ricky Pierce. Smits with the putback. Got it.
He's running the floor. He's a lot more active, Vern. He actually looks like he's having fun. Where in game 1, he looked like he was in so much pain. I'm not sure he wanted the season to continue.
Smits is 4 of 5. A good sign for the Indiana Pacers. The Hawks are 2 of 8. Left side, Grant Long. Too strong. McKee with a rebound. Quick outlet pass to Antonio Davis. Pierce back to Antonio Davis. And Jackson takes the jumper.
Well, right now, Indiana's defense is the whole key. They haven't given them anything inside the paint except for that one loose ball that Christian got. They're just keeping them outside, making Atlanta shoot. When they're not making them, they're taking the ball and going with it.
Ricky Pierce away from Steve Smith. back and take a look, Danny, at the steal from Ricky Pierce.
Well, Ricky Pierce not known for his defense, but was embarrassed by Steve Smith in game 1, giving up 27 points. Ricky's got a lot of pride, been in the NBA a long time, and is proving that Indiana is playing with a lot more urgency right now, Vern. They want this game a little worse than Atlanta.
And let's check in quickly with Craig Sager.
Ronnie Wilkins called that timeout to get a change of momentum, hopefully quiet this crowd. You may have been surprised by the early timeout that Larry Brown called with the score 13-4. Dale Davis got popped in the head, had severe ringing in his ear. He came out of the game, Antonio Davis came in. That's why Larry called the early timeout.
Hey, I'm having ringing in my ears, too, with this crowd.
And Atlanta has to take a 20-second timeout because Stacey Augmon couldn't inbound the ball.
Well, this is a critical time for Atlanta. They did a good job in game 1 of keeping their composure under this same kind of adversity. Let's see what they do tonight. If they let it get too out of hand, we could be in for a long night.
Lead right now is 15. And in game 1, Atlanta with 26 points off turnovers. Indiana only 12. Look how they've turned that around in the early going tonight.
Well, and that's Atlanta's story all year long, Bert. They have to get second shots to score. They're the worst field goal percentage team of all the playoff teams still playing, and they have to have steals to score. So if you don't turn the ball over, don't give up second shots, Atlanta will struggle.
5.5 to go opening quarter. Mookie Blaylock guarded by Mark Jackson. Here's Leitner, bounce pass, Augmon. They quickly move the ball out to Steve Smith for 3. That's a big basket for Atlanta.
That's a huge basket, but that's excellent defense by Indiana. A contested three-point shot by Steve Smith. But boy, they're having to work awful hard in that half court for shots.
Underneath, McKee got loose, traveled.
Beautiful execution, beautiful backdoor cut and pass by Mark Jackson. Derek McKee shuffled his feet. Good call.
19-7. Jackson picks up Mookie Blaylock. Blaylock played 45 minutes the other night. Here's a whistle and a foul away from the ball.
Ricky Pierce draws a foul on the play, his first.
Look at this battle that we got. Stacey Augmon's trying to be very aggressive. These players both have a reputation of getting lost in the offensive end, but boy, they're battling tonight.
Last foul on Ricky Pierce. Here's Steve Smith, Grant Law, number 43. Illegal defense, that's the first call made tonight, so there's the warning.
Larry shouldn't be too upset with that. His team is really active right now. So what if you get an illegal defense? As active as they are, they take some chances. That's okay.
Blaylock. Leitner, there's the mismatch with Mark Jackson on Leitner. Smith comes over with a double team and throws it away. McKee with the steal.
Well, Smith was illegal again, but that time he got away with it. Forced to steal by the double team.
Back into the half-court set, Jackson. Now McKee in the low post. Aggressive move to the basket, and he gets it.
Stacey Augmon can't guard Derek McKee in the low post. In game 1, McKee came out of the gates, had a great first quarter. They went to a big lineup, and he got lost.
Leitner with a strong move. A block from Antonio Davis. Here's Jackson running. McKee looks inside for Antonio Davis, and he misses the layup.
Oh, no. What a beautiful pass. Good fight, good aggressive move by Davis, but he missed the bunny.
Now, you don't think he'll hear about that from his teammates, do you? Leitner. Foul called on Smith. Larry Brown yelling, Ronnie, Ronnie. As in Garrettson.
Well, that's a good aggressive move by Christian right there. Unfortunately, can't hit the first free throw, but take the ball to the basket. He got blocked the time before. He didn't get the call, did it again. This time he got the call.
Leitner, who hit 82% from the line this year, gets 1 of 2. It's a 21-8 score. Antonio Davis on for Dale Davis. You heard Craig Sager say took a poke in the head and has ringing in his ears. Smits. Steve Smith for Atlanta. pick and roll with Christian Laettner. Still has the ball. Skip pass. Blaylock. Goes by Jackson, runs into Antonio Davis, and another turnover. Pierce left wing. Yeah. Mark Jackson got wrapped up.
Yeah, and Mark tried to be a little bit too fancy. Just make the easy pass. Ricky Pierce is a professional. He will make the play. Just give the ball to Ricky. He's going to draw a foul or give it back to you for a lay-in. Mark goes behind his back, a little bit too fancy, and he knows it.
21-8, under 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Indiana down in the series 1 game to none. Grant Long, good baseline move, rattles it home.
Excellent move by Long. Very underrated offensive player. If they could keep this game close, Indiana had great first and third quarters in game 1 and fell apart in quarters 2 and quarter 4. So Atlanta just needs to stay within range.
There's another steal from Blaylock. Steve Smith, guarded by Ricky Pierce. Blaylock, Jackson, pick and roll. Grant Long for 3. Tip, nicely done by Laettner.
Good job by Laettner hitting the offensive boards. Rick Smith just timed it wrong. Thought the ball was going to be an air ball, lost his balance.
This Atlanta team went from 6 down to 9 up in the second quarter 2 nights ago. They put together a mini run now of 5 points. Here's Smiths over Long.
Well, that was good ball movement to allow Smiths to get better position down in the low post. When Rick catches the ball that low, he's very difficult to stop because of that 7'4" body.
That ball stripped away from Steve Smith. He touched it last. It'll be Indiana ball. Haywood Workman coming on the floor now, as is Dale Davis. Ricky Pierce and Rick Smiths will rest for the Pacers. Workman, who played just a couple of minutes. He actually started 3 of the last 4 games of the regular season after Reggie Miller went out with that fractured orbit in his eye. And Laettner will rest now, and Sean Rooks comes on.
Well, right here, they swing the ball. They reestablish post position. Rick catches the ball inside the college lane. He's unstoppable that low.
McKee posting up. Over Stacey Augmon.
That's a matchup. We'll see. Last game, Lenny went with Henderson and Long to try to match up with McKee's size. Let's see if he does that again, particularly with Smiths out of the game. McKee's going to be their go-to guy down low.
He's perfect in the field so far. Hawks are asking for a goaltending call, which they do not get.
This is the matchup they like. Stacey Augmon's given up a few inches and about 20 pounds. Derek McKee just turns like Rick Smith and shoots right over the top. Stacey can't contest that shot.
Derek McKee called for his second foul, so Smith is going to come back on the floor. Dwayne Farrell is getting ready to come on as well. So McKee will rest. Stacey Augmon, whose playoff average has gone down each of the last 3 years. Of course, an average is only 1 game in this case.
Well, Stacey wasn't much of a factor offensively in game 1 because they played the big lineup a lot. And Craig Elo came off the bench and had a big second and fourth quarter for the Pacers.
25-14, the lead is 11. Largest lead has been 15. And Craig Elo is getting ready to come on the floor for the first time right now. Smiths again, over Rooks, ball. He's almost demanding the ball.
This is the Rick Smiths we saw in the playoff last year, Vern. This is the Smiths we saw that beat Chicago earlier in the year.
Did not practice yesterday. Larry Brown telling us this morning, I came to practice, and he had that machine on his feet again. Mark Jackson called for the foul. Steve Smith will sit. Craig Elo comes on.
And if he plays like this, he'll let him have that machine on his feet all the time. Matter of fact, he might hook up that machine on everybody's feet.
Stacey Augmon goes to the line as Jackson picks up his second foul.
Well, that was pretty good defense by Mark Jackson right there. Stacey Augmon, not a good outside shooter, not very confident in that outside shot. Tried to take away the the drive, but Stacey Ogman, the plastic man, still was able to draw the foul.
Ogman gets 1 of 2. The lead is 12 in the final 40 seconds of the first quarter. Jackson picked up by Craig Elo, number 3. Blaylock goes for the steal, doesn't get it, but he does harass Haywood Workman with the shot. Here comes Blaylock, 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Pick and roll, perfect. Sean Rooks gets the pass. Skip pass to Elo for 3. This time he misses. He hit his first 4 shots in three-point range 2 nights ago.
That's okay. That's good execution by Rooks. Good find, good shot. If they keep getting that quality shot, they'll go down.
Smits, 2 more. First quarter points for the big guy from Holland. Sometimes it does.
The Mission Impossible Sweepstakes only at Foot Locker. You could go courtside with TNT or TBS, home of the NBA playoffs. Then watch for Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, coming May 22nd.
Tomorrow, the NBA playoffs continue on TNT. Sean Kemp returns when the Sonics meet the Kings for Game 2 at 9. But first, the pregame show at 8:30. The NBA playoffs tomorrow on TNT.
What's going through his head?
The street if he jumps.
Maybe I should move my car.
Nice pants.
Dockers, flat front khakis.
I should have gotten a dog.
Some people say I've got too much on my mind. Movies, music, toys, correction. There's only one thing in my head. The championship. The championship. Because I got 10 fingers and no rings. And I love jewelry. That's what's on my mind. This is my planet.
You got room for a brother on your planet.
I don't know, but it's been said athlete's foot's as good as dead. Mighty Mike.
No cooling action.
Mighty Mike. Acts on contact, this I know, cause that tingle tells me so. Mighty Mike. New Mighty Mike. Stops the itch and cools the burn. Penetrates to kill the germ. Athlete's foot, don't let it win. Stamp it out with Micah 10.
We're in the heartland of the country, Indianapolis, Indiana, the state capital, where Hoosier hysteria reigns, and the Pacers have their fans in an excited state tonight with a 29-15 lead, and Mark Jackson penetration has helped get them there.
Well, right, Mark Jackson sees himself on Craig Elo, decides to just take him off the dribble right here. Smits is going to fill in the lane. Davis is going to clear out. Smits is going to be the beneficiary of Jackson being able to beat Elo off the dribble. Good find by Jackson, good movement without the ball by Smits.
And we get set for quarter number 2. Mark Jackson will get a rest. Larry Brown said he thought he played a little too long the other night. Too many minutes.
42 minutes, and with this kind of intensity that they're playing, 42 minutes is too many. Travis Best had an excellent showing in Game 1, and Larry also wanted to get Travis some more minutes. Thinks he may be the best defense against quicker point guards that he has.
Travis Best, number 4, guards Mookie Blaylock right now. Here's Ogman. There's the switch with Smits on him. Back into the hands of Blaylock. 5 on the shot clock. Ogman with a spin move. And into Blaylock's hands. It does not count. Shot clock violation.
That's too bad for Atlanta. They had a lot of opportunities. They had some mismatches. Stacey Ogman had Smits guarding him outside, and Rooks had one of the small guys in on him. They couldn't take advantage of it.
8 Atlanta turnovers so far in the game, and another Indiana basket. Blaylock at the other end.
And Stacey Ogman not happy with his big man not showing on the pick and roll, allowing Travis Best to come right off and get the open jumper.
Travis Best looks inside. Rick Smits. Little running hook is short. Battle for the ball. Dale Davis and Grant Long, and we'll jump it.
Well, Dale Davis playing with a lot of aggression out there. Grant Long beat him up in the first game with 13 points and 14 rebounds against Dale. So Dale's out to prove something in game 2 tonight as well.
Tip control by Haywood and Workman.
Well, Lenny's trying to see if Rooks with a bigger body can slow down Smits a little bit.
Back it goes to Workman. Penetrates, scoop shot, put back is good.
Well, Rick Smits is very active, following the penetration to the rim. Good drive by Haywood Workman.
They kick it over to Long, who pass on the 3. Penetrate, and the shot goes. He's fouled. He'll go for the three-point play.
Well, Grant Long had the open three-point shot. Right here, good job by Workman. Not a good three-point shooter coming out of the rotation, but nobody blocks out Smits. Long has the open three-point shot here, but does the right thing. Takes the ball to the hole, put the pressure on the defense.
Three-point play for Atlanta by Grant Long. And the lead is 13. Smits rest. Let's check the lineups now. It's Travis Best at the point. Haywood Workman at the 2. Dale Davis, Antonio Davis, and Dwayne Farrell for Larry Brown's Indiana Pacers. Dale Davis, little jump stop, and the shot short. Blaylock with the rebound. Elo had those 10 points and 12 points in 10 minutes in the second quarter on Thursday night. Grant Long, good fake, dandy. And the putback is good from Sean Rooks.
Well, right now, Indiana's got to find their source of offense. Travis Best hit the only shot coming out. One of the Davis boys has got to do something down low to try to create some offense for the perimeter players. Either that or run some pick and rolls with Travis.
Workman underneath. And Sean Rooks fouls Dale Davis. That's not a bad option for Atlanta.
Well, when Dale Davis catches the ball down low, you've got to foul him because he's not a good free throw shooter. But again, good penetration by Haywood Workman.
Time has been called. We've got 9:42 to go. First half of play.
Make no mistake, Spiff is here.
Help the rocket get back to Earth. Alien ship. Help the knight reach the castle. Maybe I should go this way. Help the Jeep Wrangler find the fishing hole.
The all-new Jeep Wrangler. It's even more fun than you imagined.
There's only one Chrysler Plymouth Dodge dealer in North Alabama. Stan McCullough is the one dealership to receive all these awards, plus this year's 5-star Award for Excellence. This award gives you the assurance that you're dealing with professional people that will give you the very best in sales, service, and customer satisfaction. It's the only award where you, the customer, decides. There's only one. Stan McCullough, Chrysler Plymouth Dodge, Highway 31 South, Decatur. The rules have changed.
I have a philosophy that cheap things aren't good and good things aren't cheap. When I started looking for insurance coverage, I wasn't looking for the cheapest plan out there. I was looking for the best plan for the best dollar. And that's Blue Cross without a question. The benefits that they provide for the premium are exceptional. What more can I say?
Coming up next on TNT, Game 2 of our NBA playoff doubleheader. The Utah Jazz at home against the Portland Trailblazers. Utah down by 12 at the half, came back to win Game 1. And we'll have Game 2 for you after after this one. It's an early start here in the Midwest, so a brew and a dog going for a pretty good price at one of the many concession stands here at Market Square Arena. Last thing on the mind of Steve Smith, who had 27 points in leading Atlanta to the victory the other night. Look at the perimeter field goals thus far this evening.
Well, that's done a good job. Mookie Blaylock only 2 points. Steve Smith only 3 points so far in the game. They're 2 leading scorers. They need those guys to step it up right now.
Dale Davis is at the free throw line after the Rooks foul. He'll shoot 2, and for the season hitting only 47%. He hit 2 in the third quarter the other night, and this crowd went nuts. 2 in a row.
He doesn't got too bad a form like a lot of the bad free throw shooters. He should be able to make a better percentage.
That one looked good.
Look at that. Yep. They all look okay. He just, you know, the other night he shot one that was an air ball.
1 of 2 in this trip, and it's a 12-point lead once again. Alan Henderson, who grew up here in Indianapolis and is a #1 draft choice out of the University of Indiana. Indiana University is on the floor.
Well, this is the lineup that brought him back the other night. Mookie Blaylock hasn't had a rest yet. Here we got Reggie Jordan coming in for Mookie. Try to give him a little bit of a blow.
Reggie Jordan, who came on and picked up 3 quick fouls the other night, so was not a factor. Spent most of this season with Sioux Falls in the CBA. Here's Steve Smith, guarded by Farrell. The double comes from Workman. Good job defensively by Dale Davis into the hands of Travis Best. Haywood Workman. Picked up by Steve Smith. Here comes Atlanta's Henderson. Finds Reggie Jordan, who is fouled by Workman.
Well, Reggie Jordan picks up right where Mookie Blaylock left off. Another steal. That's what they rely on, Vernon. They rely on their offense to do that. Right now, though, with Reggie Jordan on the court, they don't have near the spacing. He's not near as good of outside shooter. Matter of fact, he can't shoot from the three-point line.
Leitner with the entry pass picked off by Dwayne Farrell. That's 9 turnovers for Atlanta in the first half. Best guarded by Jordan. Workman. Farrell is fouled. Steve Smith picks it up.
Well, I think that Indiana has really simplified their offense. Right now, Larry Brown's gone with 2 quick point guards. Not good outside shooters on the court right now. Matter of fact, Travis Best is the only outside shooter they have. But their ball movement and a lot of quickness, penetrating, dishing, and keeping the ball moving is allowing them to get some easy baskets.
Farrell goes around the world and has it fall out near Ecuador. Lead back to 13. Alan Henderson, Reggie Jordan, Craig Elo, Leitner, and Steve Smith on the floor for Atlanta. Here's Henderson. He had 6 points in 12 minutes the other night.
Beautiful defense by Travis Best. He's giving Reggie Jordan fits out there, trying to bring the ball up and getting Atlanta into their offense.
5 on the shot clock. Jordan has no shot, gets it to Henderson. Excellent play.
Oh, big shot by Henderson. That was good defense by the Pacers, all set up by Travis Best, picking his man up full court, really giving the defense a lot of spark.
Lead back to 11. The shot clock. Best gets it. Takes the shot. No. Henderson does not get the rebound. Antonio Davis from Dale Davis for the basket. Beautiful play by Dale Davis, keeping that offensive rebound alive.
Right here, he was doing a little hopscotch over there, kept the ball alive, found Antonio, goes strong to the basket, knowing Christian can't block his shot.
Antonio Davis, after Dale Davis got his 3rd offensive rebound of the night. And a 3-point play increases the lead to 14.
Now, Antonio Davis a lot more intense tonight than he was. In the first half, a little bit sluggish in game 1.
Alan Henderson, Dale Davis guards him. Here's Leitner. Gets the screen from Elo. Skip pass to Henderson. Jordan. Steve Smith tracks down a loose ball but can't hang on to it. Here comes Indiana's Travis Best. Elo, good job defensively after the pass goes awry. Henderson got it.
Too bad by Indiana. They had the transition. Haywood Workman had to lay in. Gave it up to Dale Davis, who they would have just fouled anyway. Haywood should have shot that ball on the break.
Lead back to 12 at 6:55 to go, first half of play. There's another turnover. The steal from Alan Henderson.
And this is how Atlanta stays in games right here. Forcing turnovers.
Reggie Jordan. Offensive foul. They got Steve Smith with the offensive foul, his second of the game. 6:37 remaining in the first half of play, and the Pacers up by
12. Most competitions start with a level playing field. But when you're competing for four-wheeler of the year, you can't count on anything being level. Presenting the new Jeep Grand Cherokee. With its long list of advancements, it didn't just win Four-Wheeler Magazine's Four-Wheeler of the Year award. It leveled the competition.
This is your mission should you choose to accept it.
Simple game.
Is he serious?
Always.
It's much worse than you think.
I can understand you're very upset.
You've never seen me very upset.
This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Rated PG-13. Starts Wednesday, May 22nd.
This job has taught me firsthand about pressure. Every day you're faced with a new challenge. So how do you prepare yourself? You need to build your skills, because being a parent is probably the toughest job we'll ever have. It takes patience, love, and support. And it takes a team. So reach out to your friends, family, and community, and we can help make a world where child abuse doesn't exist.
Well, this is good defense by Atlanta, and Craig Elo stopping the 2-on-1 fast break. Travis Best is going to come down the court. Haywood Workman's got the shot, and he frees it right there. Craig Elo's too far into the basket to take a charge. Workman, with all his momentum, can jump up above Elo, but he decides to dish the ball to Dale Davis. Elo makes a good play, steals the ball, goes down the other way, and again, this is how Atlanta has to score points right here. Good feed by Elo to Henderson for the easy dunk. I guess that wasn't a dunk. That was my kind of dunk. Those are dunks in my book.
Imagine what it looks like to me. 38-26 is the score. Here's Farrell in the low post. Doesn't get the roll. The tip from Smith. Everything's going his way.
Yeah, he's just been in the right place at the right time. But that's what happens when you become aggressive. And when you bring new shoes to the game.
Or old shoes worn for the first time in a while, with grass stains, no less. Here's Leitner.
And we saw a lot of that. Christian Leitner, he needs to try to put some pressure on Smith. Maybe draw some easy fouls. Rick can't guard Christian on the perimeter. Beautiful left-handed drive.
Under 6 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Farrell in the low post again. Goes by Steve Smith, who's playing with 2 fouls. There's Leitner with a block. And Atlanta in transition.
Well, Farrell's made 2 excellent post-up moves against Smith. Just hasn't been able to finish.
Leitner had the mismatch underneath with Best, but Steve Smith felt it, so he took it and scored it. And the lead is 10.
You know, I'd go right back to it. Get Steve Smith out of the game. Farrell made 2 excellent moves, just lost control of the ball.
There's Best underneath the Smiths. The double comes from Henderson. That leaves Farrell open. The rotation, Steve Smith is out, and a foul underneath on Alan Henderson. Take a look at Leitner offensively.
Well, we saw a lot of that in the fourth quarter of game one down the stretch. They need to help. No sealing off the drive. Early in the game, Vern, they kept him shooting the ball from the outside. Right now, they're getting to the rim a little bit more often.
Antonio Davis gets the first free throw. Mark Jackson will give Travis Best a bit of a rest, and Dwayne Farrell gives way to Derek McKee.
Well, Farrell played excellent. Unfortunately, just couldn't finish those shots. I would have gone back to him. I thought he was having good success against Steve Smith.
Antonio Davis, another of the UTEP products, University of Texas at El Paso, probably an admiration of Tim Hardaway's first half last night. Hardaway with a 26-point explosion in the Chicago-Miami game. Chicago went on to win handily in the second half. Here's Steve Smith, 2 more.
Beautiful shot by Steve Smith. Let's see if they go at him. He's got 2 fouls. He's their best offensive player.
Lead is 10, 4:50 to go. The key to this game was a 15-2 run in the first half, the opening moments of the first quarter. And here underneath is Antonio Davis from Ricky Pierce.
Well, Henderson knows that Smith's got 2 fouls. He knows that they're going at him. Unfortunately, his teammates didn't know what he was doing. Rookie mistake.
Reggie Jordan picked up by Mark Jackson. Smith. Pierce works on him defensively. And the foul is called on Ricky Pierce.
Well, right here, everybody knows, well, Henderson knows that he's got trouble. Ricky Pierce, a good guy, drawing fouls, but nobody on the team knew that he was going. That's bad team defense. Henderson can't leave a cutter going to the basket. Someone else has to come to give help.
Steve Smith at the free throw line. He'll shoot 1 more.
You know, Atlanta hasn't played very well. Things have gone great for Indiana, and they're only 11 right now. Could be 10 if Smith makes this shot.
.418 to go, first half of play. Mark Jackson, rookie Blaylock defends him. Here's Antonio Davis with Alan Henderson in the defensive role. Smith with a good fake. The rejection from Steve Smith. McKee chases it down. Gets the return pass from Jackson. Antonio Davis with the offensive board in the basket.
Antonio Davis is playing like a man out there. We didn't see much of that in game 1. Larry Brown must have got into him on the film session.
9 points all in this half, in this quarter rather, for Antonio Davis.
Indiana's rotating very good out of those double teams, not giving up anything open.
Long as Smith flies in his face. Here comes Jackson. He'll slow it down. McKee. .315 to go in the half. Lead is 12. Make it 14.
Ricky Pierce knows Steve Smith doesn't want to foul him. He's an offensive player. He doesn't want to go to the bench. Ricky's great at drawing fouls.
Long chases down the ball he missed. Leitner was calling for an illegal defensive call. None was made.
Well, Indiana was doing a better job of sealing that drive off early in the game. They're getting some holes in their defense on the penetration by Atlanta in the second quarter.
Leitner gets the missed shot for Atlanta. Grant Long has 9 points now. Here's Blaylock. Leitner. To Long. Smith. Long for 3. And McKee, loose ball foul on. Alan Henderson. And time has been called. 2:18 to go, first half.
The NBA playoffs on TNT are brought to you by Bud Light, official sponsor of the 1996 Olympic Summer Games. Make it a Bud Light. And by Jeep, makers of the new Jeep Grand Cherokee, Cherokee, and Wrangler.
Turns out we're part of the biggest event during the summer games, the beer run. The Bud World Party continues, round the clock, around the world.
Recently, Jeep engineers made an amazing discovery.
We found it.
Yeah, the perfect way to improve our four-wheel drive system.
And one discovery led to another.
Wow. Our new suspension enhancements perform great out here.
The new Jeep Grand Cherokee, Four-Wheeler Magazine's Four-Wheeler of the Year.
Amazing.
The dual airbags?
Yeah.
Obviously, our engineers didn't miss a thing.
There's something about my hat that makes me feel mellow. When I wear it, I just want to chill. Some teams think I should wear it, even when I play. Get real.
Logo Athletic, authentic NBA licensed products.
When I was a wee lad, John Cameron Swayze used to end his newscast by saying, hopscotching the world for headlines. Well, in the NBA, Cleveland down to New York 2-0. Miami fell to Chicago last night. And the Magic rolled after a halftime tie down in Orlando. Coming up tomorrow on NBC, a tripleheader, Detroit-Orlando Game 2, Phoenix-San Antonio Game 2, and Miami-Chicago from the United Center in Game 2. And tomorrow night on TNT from the West Coast, the number 8 seed Sacramento goes into Seattle again to take on the Supersonics. George Karl sounded very happy last night after his team's win.
Yeah, he'll be very happy if they get by that first round in the playoffs.
I don't know whether that was happiness or relief.
Yeah, they should get by. They got good team chemistry there right now. Hersey Hawkins has been a great addition, and Gary Payton is terrific. He's had a spectacular year.
Sean Kemp has sat out his suspended game, so he'll be back. And at the line, Derek McKee.
You saw the Hawks shooting there by quarters. Right now, 64% in the second quarter. That's keeping them in this game.
One of 2 for McKee, and the lead is 13. Blaylock, Leitner, Henderson, Long, and Smith on the floor for the Hawks. Blaylock for 3. Long chases down the long rebound. Smith for 3. Yes.
Oh, that's signs of game 1. They missed the long three-point shot. The great athletes of Atlanta run the ball down and find Smith open for the three-pointer.
Larry Brown said today he had 2 concerns: transition, long rebounds. Foul on Steve Smith, however, that's his 3rd.
Well, here we go right here. Long runs down the offensive rebound. Smith runs right to his favorite spot in the corner and drains the 3. Comes right back down here and gets a 3rd foul. I told you, Ricky Pierce can draw those fouls. Steve Smith still talking with Ed Rush going, come on, he initiated all the contact. And Steve Smith's going to go to the half with 3 fouls.
Coming up on the Reebok halftime report, Ernie Johnson and Cheryl Miller, joined by Hornets guard Kenny Anderson. They'll have highlights of the Knicks Cavaliers and the Rockets-Lakers game, as well as updating the current playoff picture. That's coming up in a moment. Steve Smith will sit with 3 fouls. How about Elijah Wan fouling out with 11 minutes to go in the game today?
Yeah, hey, that happens. We saw Alonzo Mourning get in foul trouble last night. And sometimes you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Lakers won. Magic had a big game. That series is even at a game apiece.
That's why the playoffs are beautiful, Bern. That's why I like it better than college. One game and you're out. If your best player fouls out, you lose the game. But it's a series. It's a long series, and you gotta make up. There's gonna be some bad calls and some bad things happen. You got time to adjust.
Travis Best on the floor now with 1:18 to go. Dale Davis forces his way in the lane. Loose ball, and it's going to be Indiana's. Stacey Ogman getting ready to come back on. Larry Brown. His older brother Herb joined him this year as an assistant coach. On the bench along with Billy King and Garfield Hurd. Terrell. Smits puts it up. One of his rare misses. Ricky Pierce. Hey, Ricky Pierce has been a little more of a presence tonight than he was.
Hey, Ricky Pierce is trying to prove he can still play. He doesn't want to lose. He's a great competitor. There's 3 or 4 offensive rebounds in here. Good shot. Ricky Pierce gets good position. Again, I told you he's excellent at using his body and drawing the foul. I don't think the defense fouled him that time. Ricky initiated the contact, and he's lived at that line throughout his whole career, Vern. If I was a player in foul trouble, that's one of the last guys I'd want to defend.
Ron Garrettson has not convinced Lenny Wilkins.
Well, Ron Garrettson's saying, hey, I was under the basket watching it, and I didn't call. Ed Rush called it from half court. So don't talk to me. Go talk to Ed Rush. Ronnie says, I'll beat you up, Lenny.
Ron Garrettson was the guy who was shoved over the scoring table in Denver by Van Exel 3 or 4 weeks ago. Final 44 seconds of the first half. The lead was 14 at the end of the first quarter. It's 14 now. Elo for 3. Nope. He's missed his 2 shots tonight, and he really put the spark in this Atlanta team on Thursday night. Here's the steal from Elo, and he's fouled by Travis Best.
Travis Best with the foul, his second.
Well, Travis a little bit out of control. He knows it.
5 on the Pacers, Bentley in effect.
Pretty heady rookie out there, Travis Best.
Out of Springfield, Massachusetts, and Georgia Tech. Larry Brown's going to send 3 men in now. Rick Smits, Mark Jackson, Haywood Workman.
Rick Smits and Haywood Workman.
So Travis Best, Ricky Pierce, Dale Davis will sit down.
Make sure we're back. At least one.
Atlanta hanging in. Have a chance to only be 12 down right now.
Elo with the miss, and Mark Jackson has the ball.
Elo's mom's not very happy. Much better shooter than that. She's disappointed with Craig missing free throws.
She's watching this game in Lubbock, Texas tonight, as a matter of fact. As is his father. Shot missed by Workman. Here's Ogman at the other end for 2.
Oh, big possession by Atlanta. They're only going to go in down 11 after a miserable first half.
They were outscored 15-2 during a first quarter run that put them in a hole. They've climbed out where they can see the sunshine a little bit. And take a look at the last basket.
Well, right here, the guards don't get back. Jackson and Haywood Workman get beat. Stacey Ogman leaks out and gets the easy 2 points.
We've played 2. We're at the half. Indiana with an 11-point lead, trying to even this series up in a game apiece. When they lose, he averages 12 points a game. Tonight, 1 basket.
Well, Indiana's doing an excellent job defensively on it. Mark Jackson and Travis Best and Haywood Workman are tag team defense on Mookie Blaylock. So Mookie needs some help out there. He needs other guys to pick it up. Right now, he's having a very difficult time when he comes off pick and rolls. They're trapping him and jumping him and making him give the ball up. So someone is going to have to pick up Mookie's slack.
And Steve Smith has to be a little concerned about the 3 fouls that he carries onto the floor as we begin the second half.
Well, like I said, Ricky Pierce can draw those fouls as good as anybody. He's been around the league a long time. And I wouldn't be surprised if Indiana goes right at Steve Smith the first possession.
Here's Pierce guarding Steve Smith. Now Leitner takes it strong and loses the ball underneath. It's saved by Derek McKee, and it's now in the hands of Mark Jackson. So a quick turnover from Leitner. Smith short with that shot. Leitner with the rebound.
Well, Leitner's very lucky. He still wants the foul on the last drive. He was very slow getting down, allowed Smith to get good position. When you don't get the call, Vern, you've got to get your Fanny back on defense.
He's still glaring at the official on his way down the court. Here's McKee, bumped by Long, foul on Grant Long.
Well, right here, Christian gets the drive. He's slow getting down court. He's got great position on Smith, allows Smith to catch the ball in the college lane. He's going to make most of those. Christian was very lucky on that possession.
Foul on Long. Game 3 of this series comes up on Monday night from Atlanta. That ball tipped away by Mookie Blaylock.
And here, right away, they're trying to go at Steve Smith, try to pick up that 4th foul.
Derek McKee in the hands of Mark Jackson. Got it.
Oh, that's such a smart move by Mark Jackson. He sees Steve Smith going on the high side down in the low post, takes Mookie baseline. Nobody's there for the weak side. Oh, and a beautiful pass by Mookie to Steve Smith, posting up Ricky Pierce. Little one-on-one battle between the two guards.
And the lead again at 11. Here's Jackson. Larry Brown says he probably had his best year of his 9 years as a pro this season. Ricky Pierce loses it. Fortunate bounce for Indiana. Here's Smits. And the jumper is good. He's got 20 for the night.
The other night, Atlanta got every loose ball, crucial situations. Tonight they're getting some, but Indiana's getting more than their share.
Somewhere the voice of Spike Lee is ringing, saying it's the shoes, man, it's the shoes. Rick Smits, bothered by foot problems.
Right there, Ricky Pierce was on the bottom side of Steve Smith. Mark Jackson saw the opening. No weak side defense for Atlanta.
Augman inbounds to Grant Long. Blaylock. Quick jumper is good.
And they need Mookie to get off. Good pick by Christian Leitner.
Lead again at 11, 9:56 to go, third quarter. Third time in as many years these two teams have met in the playoffs. And there's a foul called underneath on Stacey Augman, I believe.
Stacey Augman with a foul on the play, his second, and 2 on the Hawks.
That will send Rick Smits to the line.
Rick Smits at the line.
You had a long chat with him a couple of days ago. I guess the foot problems actually started when he was a young man.
Yeah, I think they've been going on for about 8 years for Rick. Actually, maybe before that, when he was in high school, when he didn't have shoes big enough to fit his size 18 feet. And I guess that's what happened here. The shipment of shoes that he got in weren't quite the right size, so he went back to a pair. You'd think that he would know better. But not only that, he got new orthotics in those shoes as well to help give him a little bit more cushion.
Well, he's had a terrific night tonight, and a stark contrast with the labored effort he put forth the other night. 22 points for Rick Smits. The lead is 13. Long travel. Atlanta turnovers tonight.
Unforced turnover right there. Long just got a little bit over anxious to try to drive by Dale Davis.
Jackson for Smits underneath, saves it, kicks it out to Ricky Pierce. The double comes on Smits from Augman. Jackson, the rotation from rookie Blaylock, and Jackson gets it.
Mark Jackson needs to do a little bit more of that. The ball comes out. He's just playing basketball like he's out on the playground, free and easy. Sometimes he hesitates on that perimeter shot.
Jackson 4 of 5 tonight for 8 points. Leitner and Smits.
Well, Christian's doing a good job of keeping Smits off the block. He can't allow him to catch it low. You got to be careful, though, not get called for that knee.
Now here's Leitner with the jumper. Nailed it.
Very good outside shooter. I'm surprised that Atlanta's not doing a little bit more of that. I think Christian can get that wide open 17-foot jumper anytime he wants against Smits.
Leitner has 9 points on 4 of 6 from the field. Ricky Pierce. Steve Smith clears it. 13-point lead, 8.5 to go, third quarter. Blaylock. Now he's got it.
Oh, Lenny Wilkins is happy about that. They need a little bit of lift from somewhere. They're setting picks for Mookie. They let Steve Smith handle the ball that time and set the pick for Mookie to come off and see if they can get something out of him.
Back to a 10-point margin. McKee fights in the low post. Augman defending him. Too strong, and a rebound in the hands of Stacey Augman. And he is fouled. Derek McKee picks up the foul.
Oh, and Derek looks shocked. He says, no, that's not on me.
That's his fourth.
Check that, the foul on Rick Smith, his second.
They have changed the call now. It's Rick Smith's, and it's his second.
Rick looked a little confused as well, going, wait a minute. Where was I on that play?
Lead is 10. Under 8 minutes to go, third quarter. It has not been in single digits since the opening moments of the game. Blaylock with an air ball when Indiana went on a 15-4, 15-2 run.
Man, that's not the strength of Mookie's game.
Dale Davis.
Well, they decided to take the ball out of Mark Jackson's hands with an early trap. Dale Davis got the ball. They want him to try to make the play, and he did. He drove all the way to the basket, no help.
Augman, foul on Dwayne Farrell, number 27.
Well, right here they trap Mark Davis, or they trap Mark Jackson. They throw the ball to Davis. Christian can't get over to help because Smits sets the moving pick, or the leading block, as they say, going to the basket.
Second foul on Farrell, 14th foul of the quarter. Leitner goes baseline, travel.
That's a good call. Officials are emphasizing that. I know Christian's not going to like that.
13 Atlanta turnovers. Indiana protecting the ball well. For 63-51, 7 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Smits, Leitner with a foul. 63-51, Indiana with the lead, time call. Between DeRosa and Leitner.
Well, I love the conversations here that they have between officials, but DeRosa doesn't like it. But look at that right there. That's a chin butt right there. I think that could be a one-game suspension for LaRosa.
And Lenny Wilkins acting as a peacemaker, and Joe DeRosa and Christian Leitner, of course, the best of friends. 6:54 to go. Chin butt, huh?
Well, Christian's lucky he didn't get a technical right there. Lenny jumped in to intervene, save Christian.
Skip pass. Ricky Pierce. Offensive board, Dale Davis. The block underneath from Stacey Augman. Terrific defensive play. Here's Augman at the other end. Bad shot. Leitner looks at the official, Joe DeRosa, again. And a foul is called. Will the basket count?
Now, he got fouled on the floor burn, but aggressive move by Ricky Pierce.
Foul before the shot. 6:22 to go, third quarter. Jackson, Pierce, Smits, Dale Davis, and Dwayne Farrell for Indiana. Smits calls for it, battles Leitner low post. This time he doesn't get that real low position. Here's the runner, no good. The tip and the rebound in the hands of Grant Long. And Long throws it out of bounds.
Well, Long wanted to get the ball to Mookie. Jackson did a good job of keeping the ball out of Mookie's hands. You want the power forward to try to make the play in the transition.
14 Atlanta turnovers. Jackson trying to use the screen from Smits, hits it.
That's That's a good move, but Jackson got away with a push-off right there. Pushed Mookie off with his forearm.
Jackson in double digits now with 10 points. Blaylock gets a screen from Leitner on the pick and roll. Steve Smith finds Leitner, guarded by Rick Smits. Foul by Rick Smits.
You see Jackson on the wing right here. He takes Mookie down and pushes him off with his left arm. That's an offensive foul. But a good move if you get away with it.
Third foul on Rick Smits. Jackson with 10 points. Christian Leitner at the line for Atlanta.
This has been a good matchup for Christian. Every time he's been very aggressive and tried to use his quickness and ball handling ability to go around Smith, he's been successful.
Lead back to 12, 5:23 to go. Third quarter of play. Blaylock picks up Jackson as he hits the midcourt line. Thrown away by Jackson, looking for Smits.
A good read by Mark. Smith was open, just a wrong pass. Threw it a little bit too high.
Ogden guarded by Farrell. Long denied position by Dale Davis, and Dale Davis picks up the foul.
There's a battle going down in there in the low post. And a battle going out on the perimeter. Ricky Pierce doing an excellent job of keeping Steve Smith away from the basketball.
Second foul on Dale Davis. Grant Long at the line. Now let's take a look at tonight's Chevy scoreboard. This afternoon, New York went up 2-0 on Cleveland. The Lakers and Houston are notched a game apiece, and coming up next on TNT, Game 2, Portland and Utah.
Maybe the best first-round game, Portland and Utah. Utah very fortunate to win that game. Portland kind of crumbled down the stretch.
Smits finds Farrell. Farrell drives, scoops, puts it in.
That's what Indiana has to do when they're double teaming. You either got to be able to hit the perimeter shot or be able to make it penetrate and score.
Ogman, fade away, got it, and the foul. My goodness.
Atlanta's hanging right in there. Beautiful shot by Stacey Ogman. They come out on the double team. He goes right around the power forward Long. Stacey, right? That's why they call him the plastic man. Just stops on a dime, fades away, gets the foul. Beautiful move by Stacey. They need him to do some scoring right here.
That is the fourth foul on Rick Smits, who sits now with 4:26 to go in the third quarter.
We've seen a lot of foul trouble by centers so far in the playoffs. That could become a big factor right there. Derek McKee is going to have to step it up and be the offensive guy in the low post for Indiana right now.
Hakeem, of course, fouled out with 11 minutes to go this afternoon in Los Angeles. Last night, Alonzo Mourning fouled out, then was ejected in the Miami loss to Chicago. Mookie Blaylock almost with a steal. Almost with another steal. Not Jackson. Out of bounds, Atlanta ball. This is the first time they have been in single digits in terms of a deficit since the opening 5 minutes of the ball game. And they've got Smits on the bench with 4 fouls.
Well, I thought Mark Jackson got fouled in the low post that time, but he got away with the push-off the time before.
Indiana erupted for a 15-2 run to take a 19-4 lead at the outset of the ball game. They've been in double digits ever since until now. But there's a misfire. Here's Jackson. Davis. Ricky Pierce wasn't ready for it. Grant Long for Atlanta. 3.5 to go, quarter number 3. Knocked out of bounds. Well, nope, saved by Blaylock. Pierce touched it last. 7 on the shot clock. Smith. Are you kidding me?
No.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Just looked at me and said, I meant to do that.
He'd have to put on his hand on 3 Bibles before we'd buy it. The lead is 6. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, the shot clock's running down. He has no choice but to shoot it. But I don't hear him call bank, Vern. I just see him throw it up and pray, and it's answered.
8 ball in the corner pocket, and then a smile for Danny Ainge. Reggie Miller not available to play tonight. He's also a free agent at the end of the season. Let's check in with Craig Sager.
Well, with me, Pacer President Donnie Walsh, and obviously the loss of Reggie Miller, a big one. What are your plans as far as his free agent status coming up?
Well, I've talked to Reggie. We intend to keep him. I think he wants to stay here. In any conversation I've had, that's what he's told me.
What about this lead evaporating?
Well, I didn't expect this thing to be easy. Atlanta's playing very good basketball. We're playing very well. I think it's going to be a real tight game.
Were you surprised by Reggie's comment that it'll be 3 weeks to 2 months before he can come back?
No, because that was the original diagnosis, that it could take his double vision 3 weeks to 2 months to come back.
Okay, thanks a lot. Good luck. Let's go back to you, Vern.
Okay, Craig, Donnie, thank you very much. 68-60, 69. 68-61, beg your pardon.
Vern, there's a lot of teams out there drooling that have money under the cap for Reggie Miller. He'd be silly at this stage, since he's not under contract, to not explore all the options. It's kind of like college recruiting now. And Reggie has to listen to some of the big offers, particularly the teams that have a lot of money.
I rather expect he will. 2:40 to go, third quarter. Smith. Rebound, Antonio Davis of the Pacers. Lead back to 8. Antonio Davis, Leitner. Smith sits with 4 fouls. Got to be careful when you say that. Here's Workman. On the line. 2:14 to go, third quarter.
This is a critical time for the Pacers right now. They don't have any scoring on the court. Travis Best is out, one outside shooter. Haywood Workman, Atlanta doesn't have much respect for his perimeter shooting. He doesn't have to guard him. They've got to find a way to score. They've had, in both games, they've had trouble scoring from the bench.
Greg Elo getting ready to come on the floor for Atlanta. Here's Leitner guarded by Antonio Davis. 5 on the shot clock as he backs in. The double comes from McKee. Hoffman. Shot clock violation.
Well, nothing Stacey could do. Christian didn't get him the ball until about 1 second left on the shot clock. He was forced to take it into the paint. But that's where Stacey has to learn to shoot that little 15-foot shot. Right here, 3 seconds on the shot clock. 1, when he catches it and dribbles it, he needs to just shoot it from the little free throw line. He's got that kind of range.
Elo replaces Steve Smith in the final 1:49 of the third quarter. Travis Best, Dale Davis, Antonio Davis, and Derek McKee, who fights in the low post with Stacey Ogden. Tip, offensive board, Antonio Davis, jump ball, Craig Elo. Nifty play by Elo, but the crowd disagrees.
Yeah, I thought that was a good call. Elo did a good job of tying Davis up, but maybe he even got away with the travel. Ogman, undersized down there. That shows you, you can't judge Stacey Ogman's performance by looking at a stat sheet. He does so many things. Forces McKee into a tough fadeaway jump shot from the baseline.
Davis and Elo will jump it at the free throw line. Travis Best. Guarded by rookie Blaylock. Workman. Tough shot. Rebound, Grant Long. Lead is 8, 1:09 to go, third quarter. Long guarded by McKee. Lets it go. Loose ball. "20-second timeout called by Long. Ron Garrett Jackson acknowledges the timeout call. Larry Brown.
I don't know how a guy can call timeout unless it was Mookie Blaylock who was standing right by Ron Gerritsen. But I know Long couldn't have called timeout. He was fully extended on the floor with the ball. But if Mookie Blaylock called it, good heads-up play by Mookie.
See if you can watch Mookie Blaylock. He's to the right.
He's standing right back here, right next to Ronnie Gerritsen. But Grant Long goes for the ball. The whistle blows. He's yelling for it, but he didn't even have full control of the ball. Excellent defense right there by Derek McKee. Long's yelling timeout. Never really has a full grasp of the ball.
Well, Larry Brown still in a state of disbelief. Talks about it with Joe DeRosa. Atlanta will inbound. 1 minute to go, third quarter. Leitner has it. Blaylock stolen by Best. He's quick. Oh, wow! Roll the highlight reel. Let Reggie Miller applaud.
Man, I can't even hear anything. What a beautiful move. Starts out with a great defensive play. Pulls a Mookie Blaylock on himself.
Got the free throw. 45 seconds to go, third quarter.
We usually see Mookie Blaylock pulling that kind of play. Excellent move by the rookie.
Elo. Workman with a double. Mookie Blaylock for three, too strong. Antonio Davis. 25 seconds to go. Here's Best.
Not a well-advised shot by Best. Maybe he was feeling the momentum. Larry Brown was yelling for one possession. Fortunately, Derek McKee got the ball back off the offensive board.
Indiana ball. Dwayne Farrell comes on now for Indiana. Sean Rooks enters the fray for the Atlanta Hawks.
This Indiana crowd is really getting into this game, and they're really on the officials. Officials are doing a good job right now. The Indiana fans are begging for a call.
Final 4 seconds. Here's Jackson. We have reached the end of 3. And for the moment, the Indiana Pacers have withstood the surge of the Atlanta Hawks. They got within 6, but it's back to an 11-point lead. 12 minutes remaining at Market Square Arena. Replay, Travis Best hits another shot, and the lead is 13.
Travis giving a big boost here in the fourth quarter. The bench has been struggling.
Elo fights for it, gets it, puts it up and in.
Good pass by Sean Rooks, and good finish by Craig Elo on the cut with his left hand.
Yeah, that ends a 7-0 Indiana run.
And quiets the crowd a little bit.
Best. Put back is good. Actually, the catch and the put in. Dale Davis.
And Larry Brown likes that. He knows the strength of the Davis boys are to go to the offensive boards and crash. When you get penetration and get good looks, that's good. Those guys are supposed to get those misses.
Ogman, yes.
Atlanta just hanging on right now. They haven't played a very good game. Indiana's played a terrific game. Only down 11, still in reach.
10:40 to go in the ballgame. Rick Smits picked up his 4th foul with 4:26 to go in the third. He has not played since. And Long loses it.
Big play. We'll see how Atlanta reacts to this. Long just fumbles it out of bounds. Loses the easy two, Vern. You know, sometimes a play like that can just deflate you. We'll see how Atlanta responds.
Lead of 11, Travis Best. Farrell, Workman. Antonio Antonio Davis gets it. Here's Farrell again. Augman guards him and makes the steal. And then Farrell fouls him in frustration.
Stacey Augman is playing with so much energy out there. He is really working at the defensive end. And Atlanta has to create some turnovers. They just gave away an easy 2 the time before. And they create a turnover the very next possession. Indiana's got to take better care of the ball.
Ricky Pierce comes on as we remind you that game 2 of our NBA doubleheader on TNT, Portland and Utah, coming up from the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City, or the Delta Center rather. Here's Reggie Jordan on the floor now for Atlanta, along with Long, Sean Rooks, Augman, and Craig Elo. Rooks, offensive foul. Time has been called. We've got 9:52 remaining in game 2. Pacers up by 11.
Want it hot? Look for the dot. The ultimate deep dish. Take a shot. A definite wow. Tell us how. Big as a dunk, sweet as a swish. The ultimate deep dish.
Get up to 3 toppings on a medium, just $8.99. Any second medium, $4.99.
Call us now. Time to chow. Domino's Ultimate Deep Dish Pizza. Hot wow now.
For hot and wild, call Domino's now.
These days, more and more people are doing things they never imagined before. People who never imagined a minivan could drive like a car are driving the Mercury Villager. People who never imagined how much fun driving could be are driving the Mercury Mystique. And people who never imagined a car could look and feel this solid are driving the all-new Mercury Sable.
Imagine yourself in a Mercury.
For a limited time, get $2.9 financing or $600 cash back on Mercury Sable and Mystique.
Oh, Sookie, now. You look so sweet and you're so doggone fine. I just can't get you out of my mind. Make me feel good inside. Come on and groove me, baby. I need you to groove me. Good God, it make me feel so good inside. Come on.
And time now for tonight's Dutch boy in the paint. Total rebounds. The Pacers have a 13-rebound edge. And Rick Smits with that great first quarter, 14 points in the first quarter, but foul trouble now.
Well, I think Larry Brown would love if he could build a lead and win this game, blow this game out, so he doesn't have to put Smits back in the game. But it'll be interesting to see, depending on the score, when he brings Smits back in the game.
Cousin of yours?
No relative of mine. Where does he get that makeup anyway?
I want to know where he's going after the game.
So we can stay away from him.
See, what he doesn't tell you is he's ushering in church tomorrow morning. 9:50 to go in this one. And Atlanta win tonight would send them home 2-0. Only one team has ever lost 2 games at home and come back to win a best-of-5. You remember that. But right now, Indiana in control with an 11-point lead.
Travis Best is giving Jordan some fits out there trying to run this team and handle the ball.
Reggie Jordan wanted a goaltending call, did not get that. Did catch a foul.
Travis Best. Now here's the list of those who have come back, and of those who have been down. Phoenix, remember that?
Hey, look at that team right there. We were down 2-0 to the Lakers. Went into L.A. and won 2. Came back to Phoenix. Paul Westphal prophesied that we were going to come back and sweep the Lakers.
Well, that's the task. Looking Cleveland in the face now to win that series in New York. They've got to do that. Indiana trying to ensure at least a 4th game of the victory here tonight. Here's Jordan. Got it. Lead is 10. Largest lead of the game was 16 in the first half. quick spurt by Atlanta in the third quarter got them within 6 on a three-point bank shot by Steve Smith. And then a couple of turnovers and 5 consecutive points reestablished a double-digit lead. His best for 3.
Oh, Vern, the rookie has been huge.
He got some playing time in the last couple of games in the regular season, 13 points in each of those last 2 games. He's got 10 tonight. There's Reggie Jordan with 2.
And it's just at the time you got Smits on the bench. They've had trouble scoring in game 1 in the second and fourth quarter, and he comes up and gives them a big spark.
Best guarded by Reggie Jordan. Derek McKee. Rooks with the block, and McKee's shot. 8.5 remaining, 79-68. Jordan, Steve Smith, Elo. Here's Rooks.
Davis has done a good job pushing him way off the block.
Jordan, Davis with a block. Rooks puts it up, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Well, Ricky Jordan goes into the paint right here. He's on the run. He goes in and puts up a pretty good high-arching layup. Block from Antonio Davis. And then Jordan goes to the official and said, hey, that's goaltending. They don't do that in the CBA where I came from.
Sean Rooks at the line, 79%, 67% free throw shooter. Rick Smits back on the floor with 4 fouls. Antonio Davis will rest. Smith sat down with 4:26 to go in the third. So he's been on the bench for roughly 8 minutes of playing time. 1 of 2. Rebound, Alan Henderson. Smith, tough shot.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, brother.
What a great shot. And they needed that shot, too. It'll be interesting to see when Lenny comes back with Mookie. Jordan's done a good job keeping this team in the game while Mookie's getting a blow.
Offensive foul. Ricky Pierce. Here's Smith with that extremely difficult shot.
That's a beautiful shot.
It was not on Ricky Pierce. It was on Dale Davis, and it's his third. The lead is 8. We've got 7:25 remaining. Alan Henderson. Jordan looks for Rooks. Dale Davis defending. 4 on the shot clock. Dale Davis knocks it out of bounds. A shot clock violation. What wonderful defense.
Yeah, Sean Rooks got to give the ball to a guard or turn around and shoot the thing. Don't try to dribble it on him from the three-point line. And Travis Best is getting a great hand, and he's well-deserved. What a great performance by Travis.
Mark Jackson back on. Travis Best, the rookie from Springfield, Mass. and Georgia Tech. Is back on the bench. 7:05 to go. 8-point lead. And it's called on Steve Smith. That's 4.
Well, this is kind of a dilemma that Lenny has. He's got Steve Smith, who's his best offensive player out there guarding Derek McKee. And, you know, Stacey Augmon not quite as good of offensive player as Steve Smith is, so.
Indiana has used a timeout. They call time, 7:03 to go, and they lead by 8. .03 remaining in this one, and an 8-point Indiana lead. And again, just to give you a reprise of what happened here, Indiana jumped out to a 15-2 run in the first quarter. They established a 15-point lead. Off the timeout, they try the alley-oop to Dale Davis. Here's Alan Henderson, who loses control, then gets it back. Loose ball. Jump ball. And let's check in with Craig Sager.
Well, thank you, Vern. I'm over in the far end zone with one of the season ticket holders, Marshall Falk, and I see you at all the games here.
Yeah, I'm here just about every week that I can be, enjoying the games, rooting for the Pacers.
You told me you've never seen them lose in person?
I've never seen them lose. Every time I've been here, they have somehow found a way to win. And Thursday night was actually a night where we had meetings starting minicamp this weekend, and they lost.
Well, we have you on the schedule this year against the Baltimore Ravens. What do you think of that big rivalry?
Hey, that'll be one of the great ones. I mean, it's just a few just waiting to start. And, it's going to be great playing against Ted. I have a lot of respect for him, and he's one of the better coaches that I've ever had my entire career. And I just enjoy it.
All right, thanks a lot. Marshall Falk. Let's go back to Vern.
Okay, Craig, he's got to get better seats. I mean, he's a great hero and a terrific football player. Need to have him courtside. Here's Elo with the feed to Leitner and a foul. Larry Brown up in a rage. Shot down. Boy, was Larry moving quickly.
I wonder if Larry's got some old shoes out of the closet. He's got a little more spring in his step tonight, too. Yep, those are old, because those went out about 10 years ago.
Leitner misses the free throw.
Those look like hush puppies.
Hey, he's a man of my generation. Ease up on the shoes.
He's one of the best dressers in the NBA, but I think he did pull those out of the garage today. Put some new orthotics in them.
Leitner gets one of two. And the lead is 7. Largest lead in the second quarter was 16 points. It's been double digits for much of the game until a surge in the third quarter brought Atlanta to within 6. Pacers scoreless in the last 3.5 minutes. Here's Leitner.
Oh, no.
Into the hands of Mookie Blaylock. Left side, Steve Smith, guarded by Mark Jackson.
I think Indiana definitely got away with a foul on that possession.
Elo. Blaylock for 3. No. Tipped, and Jackson gets a big rebound. Underneath, McKee.
Right now, the players are doing a lot of talking to the officials. They just need to try to get the ball and make the baskets.
Leitner pick and roll. Elo gets it in his hands. Smith for 3. Off the mark. Spence underneath. Blaylock gets position in the ball. 5:20 to go. Blaylock drives. Henderson for 2.
Beautiful penetration by Mookie Blaylock. Very patient on that pick and roll. Right now is not the time to try to get on the official's bad side and get a technical foul.
Ricky Pierce posting up. He's guarded by Elo. Out on the perimeter now.
I think if somebody goes to the basket aggressive, they'll get a call.
They call Leitner. On Smits.
Well, you know, he's been doing this all night. Why pick 4 minutes left in the game to call it? If you call it early, he might not be doing it in the fourth quarter.
My goodness. 4:50 remaining in regulation. Pierce. McKee looks inside. Takes the jumper. Got it.
Beautiful play by Derek McKee. This is his time with Reggie Miller on the bench. Derek McKee is the guy that's really got to step up right now, and he has so far in this fourth quarter.
14 points for McKee. 9-point margin. Foul on McKee. That's his 4th.
And that's in the penalty. They're in the penalty for the rest of the game. Now, that could be a factor. Atlanta has to use that to their advantage and try to get to the free throw line.
Steve Smith at the line.
Smith has been the hot hand. He's been a little bit quiet lately, Vern. They still have the biggest mismatch with Smith being defended by Christian Leitner down in the low post.
Smith's coming off the screen, bumped by Laettner as he tries to get possession. Back to Jackson. Smith falls down, and Laettner's called for the foul. Oh, they call Smith.
No, they call
Laettner.
Yeah, you know, Christian's battling down there. He throws Smith's down. They're doing a lot of contact. He's got great position on him right there. And then once he gives the ball up, he gets and tries to get in front of him and pulls him down. It looked a little bit worse than it was simply because Smith was off balance.
There's the miss from Antonio Davis, and Elo has it for Atlanta. 7-point lead, 3:48 to go. Blaylock. McKee. There's the Jackson has Steve Smith. Oh, my goodness. I thought Laettner got inside the cylinder.
I don't think so. I thought Christian tipped that ball. I thought that was a legal tip.
Well, it certainly counted.
Good shot right there. Looked like he tipped the ball. Looked like the ball was going to be an air ball. That was close.
This is as close as Atlanta has been since the opening moments of the game. They trail by 5. Laettner throws Smith out of bounds. Blaylock has it. Here's Elo. Got it! The lead is 3.
Beautiful play by Elo right there. They need to get the ball into the scorer's hands right now. Rick Smith and Derek McKee down on the block.
A 14-4 run. Laettner had Smiths on photographer's row.
20-second timeout, Vern.
20-second timeout. Replacement.
2:54 remaining in a 3-point game. And now they have changed it to a full timeout. Back with 2 minutes and 54 seconds remaining. And the lead cut to 3. And take a look at why the crowd here, Danny, was upset.
Well, Christian Laettner just had 2 quick fouls to fit in the post. He does the same type of move, and he gets away with it this time. Ronnie Garrison said, come on, Schmitz, get up, let's play ball.
Then they got the rebound and the long feed to Craig Elo, and the lead is 3. 2:54 to go. Elo guards Ricky Pierce. There's Smith in the baseline jumper. He's been quiet in this quarter, but he gets a big one there.
Oh, I don't know what Christian was thinking right there. He went out to trap the ball. Ricky Pierce had the ball 20 feet away. You can't leave Smith open in the paint. Christian knows it. Made a bad mistake.
2:20 left. Smith. Blocked by McKee. Saved by Smith. Into the hands of Elo. Takes the jumper. No. Laettner with the offensive board. Puts it up. The tip is good. Oh, Alan Henderson got it.
What a game.
2 minutes to go. Jackson guarded by Blaylock. Smith calls for it. Laettner fronts him. Now lets him go. Rotation to McKee. Offensive foul. 5 fouls on McKee.
Beautiful defense by Mookie Blaylock. Beautiful defense. He knows Derek McKee. He knows the entire Indiana Pacers don't want to shoot the ball from the outside. So playing for the drive. Anticipates the middle drive. Great defense by Blaylock. McKee's got to be able to make that shot.
95 seconds remaining in regulation. A 3-point game. Elo takes the jumper way up in the air. Laettner fights for the offensive board. It will be Indiana ball.
Good effort. Good effort by the Hawks. Just could not hang on to that offensive rebound.
Derek McKee guarded by Steve Smith.
Atlanta's got 1 foul to give.
Screen from Smith's pick and roll. Underneath, too strong. Rebound, Craig Elo. 95 seconds to go. Timeout, Atlanta. They trail by 16 in the first half. They're down by 3 now.
Trying to be a two-man game between Christian Laettner and Steve Smith. Laettner will line up at the free throw line. Vern?
Okay, Craig, thank you.
Well, I bet Lenny thought that Smith was going to be the defensive player. Doesn't defend the pick and rolls very well.
Smith back to Blaylock. Here's Laettner, guarded by McKee. The double comes. Smith takes a three-pointer off the mark. Rebound in the hands of Derek McKee of Indiana. 40 seconds to go and a three-point lead.
Atlanta still has a foul to give.
Certainly not the shot that Atlanta wanted. Here's Jackson over Blaylock. Yes!
Beautiful play by Mark Jackson. Clutch, clutch play.
Lukey Blaylock to Elo for 3. He's got it!
It gives them a chance. They got a foul now. They got a foul because they have a foul to give. They got to make 2 fouls. Oh, no!
McKee threw it away! And it will be inbounded under the Atlanta basket. Atlanta calls timeout with 14.8 seconds remaining, and they trail by a deuce.
It sure paid off. Elo behind the old three-point line nails the 3. Then he chose not to call the timeout. Dirk McKee's got 3 timeouts left. Get your free throw shooters in the game. Don't throw the ball to Dale Davis anyway, because they'll just foul him even if he catches that ball. Call timeout. They had 3 left for a big, big mistake by Indiana.
In game 1, it was tied at the end of 368 all. The Hawks shot 4 for 17 and were outscored by 12. Rather the Pacers. Tonight, Atlanta trailed by 11 at the end of 3. Right now, let's check in with Craig Sager.
Lenny Wilkins wants to set up a high pick and roll. It's play number 5 with Mookie Blaylock coming off the pick.
All right, Craig.
Well, the question is he going to shoot a 3 coming off the pick, or are they going to try to get to the hole for the 2? I think if the 3's there, you take it, but you don't necessarily have to look for it.
Steve Smith has the ball now, goes baseline. Got it! We're tied!
They have a foul to give now, Vern. Atlanta has a foul to give.
Timeout called by Indiana. They fell behind 19-4 on the road. They have fought back to notch it with 7.4 left.
Gravity by Foot Locker. Of all the laws of nature, you are my least favorite.
It's not your fault you exist, but gravity.
You are no friend of mine.
You do not belong in my house.
My
Though
house.
you show up every morning.
I defy you, Gravity. You are not my obstacle.
That grin you see, that's me knowing I will beat you.
If only for an
Even
instant.
if it's just for an instant.
Foot Locker, where it all begins and gravity ends.
You know, when you have something special, you don't just throw it away. Of course, years ago, we thought we could throw away anything. Just use it and trash it. Well, we're all a little smarter now. Instead of those one-shot batteries, I use renewal from Rarevac. Advanced alkaline power. You don't just trash them after one shot. You renew them, and they come back strong. They say the world throws out 20 billion batteries a year. We can do a lot better. Play it smart. Rarevac Renewal.
Back in Indiana, and watch this baseline move by Steve Smith.
Well, Derek McKee, an excellent defender, but he doesn't want to give up the 3-pointer, so he has to get up and pressure Smith. Smith does the smart thing, drives to the basket. Dale Davis is there. That's a pretty impressive play by the guard, Smith.
And let's quickly check in with Craig Sager.
Well, Larry Brown said in the huddle he wants the ball to go to Ricky Pierce. Any way they can get it there, coming off a pick or trying to get it somehow. But obviously, Lenny Wilkins knows that that's who they want the ball in the hands of as well. But let's see if Ricky Pierce can get open.
Well, I don't understand why Steve Smith's on the court. 7 seconds to go. He's in foul trouble. Stacey Ogman, the best defender on the team. But he's going, he knows what he's doing. He knows his personnel. But they have a foul to give, Vern. They want to make him use as much time as they possibly can and then foul and make them take the ball out. They can dribble a few times and then foul him.
Here's Blaylock guarding Jackson. There's the foul. 3.9 left in regulation.
Well, you would hope that they could get another second or so off the clock. But right now, Ricky Pierce, again, we've talked about it over and over. He's one of the best at using that strong body and creating contact, drawing the foul. Let's see if Steve Smith can contain Ricky Pierce. I think that's the toughest matchup for him with only 3 seconds.
Into the hands of McKee. Long drive. No! We're going to overtime. A collision underneath with Elo and Henderson. Henderson was the defender.
Oh, it's a beautiful move by Derek McKee. He just can't finish it. Loses the ball out of his hand right at the last second. Rick Smith's almost made a horrible mistake of fouling in the field.
We've got 5 minutes at least remaining.
Hey, can I... A well-executed play. McKee, you can see the ball slip out of his hand just a little bit. Maybe Henderson, the rookie, got away with a little bump there, but good no call by the officials.
No call, and we'll go to OT. 5 minutes remaining. Atlanta undefeated in 2 games in overtime this year. Indiana 1-1. Mark Jackson has it. Dale Davis, McKee, Smits, Ricky Pierce, and Mark Jackson for the Pacers. Henderson and Elo stay on the floor with Mookie Blaylock. And a turnover. Christian Laettner and Steve Smith complete the quintet for Atlanta.
Well, Derek McKee's got 5 fouls, and he's defending the toughest player on Miami, Steve Smith, right now. He's got the hot hand.
Atlanta outscored Indiana by 11 to tie it up. They out-rebounded them by 14-3 in the 4th quarter. The Hawks have not led tonight. Shot clock violation.
Christian never looked at the clock to see how much time. He had the open jumper on Smith early in the shot clock.
Mark Jackson. Laettner's there defensively. Alan Henderson picks up the foul.
Good play by Mark Jackson. You can see Mark Jackson's determination. He loves these types of situations, Vern. He loves the clutch. He loves the ball down the stretch. Has no fear whatsoever. He may be the guy they need to go to. McKee with 5 fouls has to be careful of an offensive foul. Smith with 4.
In the 4th quarter, Atlanta 10 of 19 from the field. Indiana just under 50%.
Same thing in game 1. Indiana got outscored in the 4th quarter, and that's where they lost the game.
This guy may not make it to church tomorrow. The Pacers also turned it over 5 times in the 4th quarter. Alan Henderson has a cut. Well, apparently it's not.
He's definitely got a cut. He was bleeding earlier. They've done something. They've sprayed something in that cut.
He stays on the floor. We're back to play. 4:05 remaining in OT. Smith and McKee, who plays with 5 fouls. Smith puts it up into the hands of Laettner for the jumper. No. Derek McKee, who had the most significant turnover of that quarter when he threw it away on an inbounds play with 14.8 remaining. Here's Smits. Yes!
Big shot! I don't understand why Atlanta's not coming down. They don't have any three-point shooters on the court. Get down there and take the ball out of his hand. Smith makes a bad effort at swiping the ball from Smits. He's got to get down there and make Smits get the ball back out on the perimeter.
The lead is 5 with 3.5 to go, and Rick Smits has 27 points. 14 of them came in the first quarter. Laettner. Blocked by Dale Davis.
Good block by Davis. Good execution by Atlanta. Davis made a spectacular play on the weak side. Let's see if they double Smits right away this time.
Offensive foul.
Great defense by Craig Elo. Ricky Pierce good at drawing the foul. That time just didn't get away with the little off-arm shove.
We saw Indiana battle back from down by 9 in game 1 to tie it up at the end of 3, but they expended so much energy. Here's Elo, in and out. Rebound Smits. Wonder if the same thing could be happening to Atlanta tonight. The battle to get back to even cost them so much. Jackson guarded by Elo.
McKee's got to be careful getting an offensive foul.
3 on the shot clock. Davis got it.
Vern, I can hardly hear myself. This place is wild. What a beautiful pass by Mark Davis. By Mark Jackson.
Dale Davis. That one is saved by Laettner. Timeout Atlanta, but only 2:13 left, and the lead is back to 7. The Indiana Pacers have scored every point that's been scored thus far in overtime. In overtime. Take another look at that last play.
Well, Mark Jackson gets in the paint by Elo. Davis does a good job of pushing off Grant Long to get the ball. Long tries to foul him, but Davis, as strong as he is, just takes the ball up and dunks it through Long's limpy foul.
In overtime, Atlanta scoreless. Atlanta with 2 timeouts left, Indiana with 3. Game 3 Monday night in Atlanta. Steve Smith, who tied it up at 87 all. But that was the last basket scored by Atlanta. Haywood Workman foul in the backcourt.
Smallest guy on the court goes up and grabs it through all the trees. Beautiful effort rebound by Haywood Workman.
Portland, Utah coming up game 2 from Salt Lake City. We all hope it will equal this one in excitement and enthusiasm. Reggie Miller looking on. Eye surgery after an injury sustained April 13th. I must tell you, this is one of my favorite places in the country to watch a basketball game.
Well, these people love basketball, and they know basketball, Vernon. Oh, I don't remember too many arenas being this loud.
Got 2. Nine points scored by the Pacers in OT. Play line. Dale Davis with the foul.
First in the final 2 minutes on the Pacers.
Larry Brown's going to send Rick Spitz back on the court. That's the 5th foul on Dale Davis.
Good play by Mookie. They're pressuring him all over the court. Takes the ball right to the basket. Stops the clock. Hopefully gets 2 points. They're still in the game, Vern, but Indiana, all they need to do is take care of the ball, make their free throws, maybe score 1 or 2 more possessions in the last 2 minutes. Should be enough for them to win.
Blaylock back at the line. Got them both. Mark Jackson picked up by Craig Elo. Blaylock now on Travis Best, who's re-entered the game. Smits calls for it. Long has him. Smits has him.
That should do it, Vern. Beautiful play by Smith. They don't have anybody that can guard him down there.
Well, timeout, Indiana.
Good timeout by Mark Jackson. Trapped in the backcourt. Nowhere to go with the ball. This is what Derek McKee should have done in regulation.
1:13 remaining in overtime. Pacers by 6.
Well, right here, they need to get down and double team him. But even if they double team him, he's getting the shots off very quickly. Grant Long is too small to contest that. Mookie, knowing their only hope is to come back with threes. Travis should know better. Rookie mistake. Don't give him any room to get the threes. That's their only hope of getting back in this ball game.
Blaylock has 12 points. Rick Smits has 29 on 13 of 20 from the field. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. Ricky Pierce inbounds into the hands of Travis Best. Blaylock guards him. We near the 1-minute mark remaining. Here's Mark Jackson guarded by Steve Smith. McKee in the post. Jackson picked off by Leitner.
They need just a 2 if they're happy.
Way off the mark by Blaylock. And a foul on Grant Long.
They didn't need the 3, Burns. They had a transition. If they go to the hole, try to draw the foul. They did not need a 3 in that situation, not unless it was a good look.
We'll take you to Utah as soon as this game is over. Game 2 from Salt Lake, Portland, and the Utah Jazz. And Grant Long fouls out with 11 points and 5 rebounds. And no points in the 4th or in overtime. Mark Jackson goes to the line. Jackson with 14 points tonight.
And he's made some big plays down the stretch. A beautiful pass, a couple buckets. They need him to at least make 1 of these free throws, make it a 3-possession ball game.
Dale Davis checks back in, replacing Antonio Davis. Mark Jackson shoots 1 more.
Now with Dale Davis in the game right here, if he ever touches the ball, you got to foul him. That's the danger. If he gets a rebound, you got to call timeout before they have a chance to foul him.
45.3 left.
Big free throw.
The lead is 7 as Jackson gets his 15th point of the night, and Atlanta uses a timeout. That one. And game 4, if necessary, will be Thursday night in Atlanta. We'll know that in 45.3 seconds. In the East, Chicago up by 1, New York up 2-0. Atlanta has the lead for the moment, and Orlando is up 1-0. Craig Elo will inbound. Smith. Nope. Put back is good.
They got time. Dale Davis running away from the ball. Running away from the ball as fast as he can. I don't even know why Christian Laettner guards him down there. They should be double teaming and force him to throw the ball there and run and foul him as soon as they can.
Here's the inbound pass. Ricky Pierce. Foul by Alan Henderson. That's not the guy you want to see at the free throw line.
No, you need a quicker guy in there. You need Stacey Ogman or somebody in there trying to defend Ricky Pierce, so Ricky Pierce doesn't catch it. He's the only guy you don't want to have shoot those free throws.
Ricky Pierce with 2 shots.
85% free throw shooter. And he's got 2. Tonight, perfect. 6 of 6.
Well, the Hawks only have 1 timeout left. You can't afford to use it right now. You got to save it for you have a chance. They got to push the ball up the court and try to get something quick, preferably a quick 3-pointer.
Back to a 7-point margin. Play line. Looks for the screen from Elo. Elo takes the shot off the mark, air ball. McKee will inbound, finds Jackson. Fouled by Craig Elo.
What a ball game. Great effort by Indiana. A lot more intense than they were in game 1. Atlanta showed they're a team that's for real. They overcame a poor performance in the first quarter to hang in there and battle back through this loud crowd. Send the game into overtime.
Jackson back at the line. $16 points. Salt Lake as soon as this one is over.
It's over, Vern. This one's over. 26 seconds to go. Up 8.
Travis Best tries to save it. Can't quite. So Blaylock will inbound for Atlanta. There will be a game 4. It will be Thursday night. Game 3 on Monday. Smith over McKee. The tip. Out of bounds. Indiana ball. Travis Best. Series is tied at a game apiece. Atlanta comes from 16 down to tie it, but the Pacers score the first 9 points of overtime. They wind up winning it by 8. Our final 102-94. The Pacers led by Rick Smith with 29 points. Right now the game in progress out in Salt Lake City, so let's take you to the
Listen, Mitchell Butler.